on, guys? We're live. We are live. Back at it again with the white vans. I may have oversold this a little bit. Oh, don't look at my passcode. This is not so much an extravaganza and not so much the best coffee in the world, but forget about it. What do we got today? As usual, we're going to be... Whoa! Not so much the feedback. Okay. We're going to be taking apart some multi-tools for MultiPartsstore.com, which is my website where we sell parts and accessories for multi-tools. We're also going to be trying this Quick Trip Vanilla Latte, which I thought sounded kind of Christmassy. And it tastes quite sugary. Let's pop these bad boys open with my good old free SOG Power Pint. I just did a review on this yesterday. It's going to be up, I think, in January, actually. We're actually pretty far ahead in our content calendar, which means we may be able to start releasing more proper videos more often. All I have in today to disassemble is from that batch of Black Friday tools. Got the free P4 and the Wave Black Oxide, which we got on a good deal on Amazon. I'm actually going to pull up, as soon as I get some stuff situated, I'm going to pull up Amazon and see if they're still on sale. Because seriously, if you guys can get, if you want a P4, let's see if they're still, they are not. They're back up to 150. They were at a 105 on Black Friday. The Wave Black Oxide is still $95, so that's a good deal if you're in the market for it. It was hard to pass up that free P4 deal. I also have some great news. Oh, we can't forget we got to disassemble stuff, but I have some great news. I was able to get, late last night, a Leatherman Crunch, which has been an absolute treasure hunt to try and get. I got it last night at like 10. Just happened to snipe an eBay auction, and that was absolutely exciting. Got a good price on it. I don't like paying, especially used stuff. I don't like paying, full price. Who likes paying full price? So I kind of hunt and peck and try and get things nice and cheap when I can. So let's just mark what we disassembled today is Wave, Black Oxide, and a free P4. Got to take these notes so I don't forget when I go to add them into inventory. And then in parentheses, we'll do a Leatherman Molly and a medium gray. But yeah, Leatherman Crunch, been on my list. I paid just about $200, which was kind of, I might have paid $209. $200 was kind of where I was targeting. If I could get it for under $200, I was not going to hesitate. And I put in a bid. It was at $180, I think, right up to the last second. And I've had a bit of practice sniping these auctions, for better or worse, because that's what you got to do. I should do a video on how I snipe these and let you guys in on the tricks of the trade, which there are very few. But let's get into these multi-tools. First off, I've got a whole mess up here on the bench, thanks to some videos I shot yesterday. These are T9s, which I don't want. I was taking apart. We actually repaired the Gerber truss yesterday, or in the video I shot yesterday. Should be coming out, I think, in a couple weeks here. Let's see what we got here. T10s. really been impressed with these VH bits because they just last so dang long. I don't heat up every screw I take apart, so they're under some force with this Loctite. I only heat them up if they start to slip. So they take an absolute beating. I'd really like to find a way to get these in the shop. There's been a few discussions about tools, or about screwdriver bits. Right now we have the L wrenches, which are great if you're doing a few. They're absolutely great. I don't want to give anyone the wrong impression. They're what I would recommend for most people because you don't need 2 screwdrivers. I don't have any in stock, I don't think, but otherwise I'd show them to you. But they're just like Allen wrenches, but for security torques. And we sell them for a T10 for all the wave and surge and a bunch of those size tools. But the one thing I don't love about them is they're a little less ergonomic to use long term. So if you're doing a ton of stuff, I'd rather have a ratcheting screwdriver than the L wrench. You know, you've got a little thin piece of metal to hold on to, and it's not the most comfortable over time. So that's something we're working on, but obviously these things take tons and tons and tons of time. So just popping out. I think I've said before, but disassembling a wave, I feel like, you know, in those military movies where you could do it blindfolded, that's how I feel. I could take one of these apart and put it back together blindfolded at this point. I've taken apart so many waves. I'm worried I may have misled people with the coffee tasting in the video title. I'm going to do this whole stream alone because I made a stupid joke. It's just the story of my life. Oops. I was hoping for a little Q&A today too. If you're watching after the fact, we do try and get these videos out. Appreciate you guys watching. If you're watching after the fact, let me know in the comments why you didn't tune in live. I don't have a lot of flexibility in when I do the streams, unfortunately. I know it's Wednesday. It's the middle of a work day. Wish I had some flexibility, but I kind of have, you know, just fit it around all of my other schedule. It kind of has to happen. It's kind of a non-negotiable, so it has to be locked in time, more or less. And it's got to fit in. I got to do everything in one day. So I have to disassemble, and then I put them in inventory, and then I check my inventory and reorder, so that by the next week I have everything I need. And part of this, I guess part of it comes down to the time that new tools take to ship in. So, for example, or just a little inside baseball, my Amazon delivery day happens to be Tuesday. That's the day they offer where everything can kind of come in at once. And I prefer that. I have too many boxes coming in at home anyway, so I have the Amazon delivery day on Tuesday, which means that by Wednesday, I have all of the tools that I need to disassemble. And if I push it any later, then I'm just sitting around with tools all the time. All right, wave black oxide is done. Let's jump into the free P4. I've said before, I'm so excited that these are back on Amazon, and I really, really hope that that is a long-term thing, because it is just a delight to work with these tools. And I think they're at a price point. I mean, even at $150, I know that that's not nothing, but at $150, these sit $75 below the ARC. And I think that that's, you know, would it be great if everyone could afford an ARC? Yeah, but money matters, and you can't just say, well, it'd be great if. Well, you can, I just did, but this sits at a price point that people can more readily afford. It's a full-size tool. It gets you into the free ecosystem, and I think there's a lot to be said about that. I think that if we ignore that middle ground, I know that the middle ground has shifted up, but if we ignore it completely, or if Leatherman ignores it completely, I just don't see how you continue. You've got the high-end sort of collector market or enthusiast market where people are buying, you know, well, I guess that's part of my concern is if you've got your low end stuff, you've got I think that they consider their low end stuff, or I would consider their low end stuff, I should say. You've got the Sidekick and the Wingman and the Rev. Those are all entry level sort of multi-tools. Obviously they're slightly tiered, but they're still entry level overall. And beyond that, you have your Wave. You know, you have the older tools. And then it jumps $100 and you get up to the ARC. And if you remove the P4, that's how it looks. And I think the ARC sits kind of in an enthusiast level, I would describe it as. You buy an ARC if you're really into multi-tools and use one all the time. And then there's the collector's market, which is also $225. I mean, if the collector's market is $225, if that's what collectors are willing to pay for these limited edition multi-tools from the manufacturer, I know they go for more on the secondary, then your enthusiast market should be $175 or $150, and then your general market is $125. There's your Wave and those ones, and then your entry level goes from $30 to $75, which is your Sidekick and your Wingman, et cetera, et cetera. Seems to me like if you get rid of the free P4, you kind of lose that middle of the market. I know no one asked, but that's how I feel. So I would love to see, I'd love to see an ARC at 150, but I don't think we're going to see that. I just like, if you can get that more even distribution of prices, then one thing you kind of get out of that is you get that upsell ability. Upselling someone from a Wave to a free P4 because, hey, it's only $25 more and it's got these cool new features, that's an option. Upselling someone from a Wave to an ARC is a very tough sell. Pay $100 more and you can get a few new features and very similar tool set. So that's kind of where I see some questions in the Leatherman catalog. Well, it's fine when the P4 is available, I think. I'd still love to see some reconfiguring of the catalog, but I don't feel that it is completely borked, as we say in the business. I'm going to switch these scales out because the one I'm working on now has the holes for the pocket clip. And I lost a screw. Oh, I don't have my flashlight on me. Let's see if we can find it here. Probably not. I think I have. Let's just this coffee again. Yeah, it's not very good. Let's see if we can find a replacement for that piece I just dropped, because that would save me quite a lot of time. It is all these drawers, and a bunch of them were labeled, and then I got distracted and I did not label the rest. What the heck is this? Oh, I must have lost a piece. Oh my gosh. Oh, here we go. Okay. Got a little drawer for a few free parts. And I bet you I've lost this piece before, and nope, there's one. Ah! That's how we do it. Anyway. Not sure what's next here. Very excited for what's coming on the channel. I got a lot of content. I'm excited to be producing more content. I just think it's something that I've kind of always wanted to do. That's where, that's why this channel popped up. But I never really knew if I could, succeed. And we hit 400 subscribers pretty recently. And kind of the first 6 months of really trying. I mean, I had a bunch from old videos, but I was producing content in the past primarily as a resource for customers, and I still want to focus on that. I still think that that's priority one, but I think I've seen success in kind of more of some of the reviews and some of the other stuff that it's given me a little bit of comfort in producing that kind of content as well. So if you guys have content styles you like from me, because I recognize that I have strengths and lots of weaknesses. So if there's something you hate seeing me talk about, maybe keep it to yourself so you don't hurt my feelings. But you could tell me what you like seeing so I can do more of that. I have a very fragile ego, you gotta remember. I'm a behind the camera guy in my real life, not an in front of the camera guy. But I want to do more content. I want to do more interesting stuff with the channel, because as one thing I can't do yet is justify destroying completely fine multi-tools. I have access to all of this stuff, but every time I pull something out, it costs me a little money. Sometimes it costs me a lot of money. I have things I want to do with the Magna Cut, blades from the arc, and there's custom. I want to make some custom arcs, but I can't really justify that because those things, the cost on those is still $100, even for me. So that's a random number. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But if there's content you guys want to see, let me know, because as the channel grows and I can, make a little bit on ad revenue, a little bit on affiliate links, stuff like that, I would like to be doing stupid, crazy multi-tool experiments and builds and custom stuff, and working with some of the other creators in the industry, because it just fascinates me. And I think that's what a lot of you guys have responded to. But love to hear from you. Let me know. And that's it for the live stream. Very short one today. We'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.